Sup guys, we're going to go into the Destiny beta. First, I wanted to go over my first impressions of the two hunter subclasses, the Gunslinger and the Arcstrider. So these are going to be full-blown reviews of these because it's only the beta, but just basically what my thoughts are on the beta so far for just this subclass, how I think it stacks up versus the one in D1. And while we're doing that, we're going to highlight the main ingredient, which is the heavy fusion rifle. Yes, fusion rifles are heavy now, starting with Destiny 2. And I just wanted to go over the perks with you so you can see what it has on it. So its intrinsic perk is precision frame. This weapon's recoil pattern is more predictable, vertical. So that basically just means that this gun's going to go straight up in the air when you shoot it, so it's really easy to manage. Then we have our sight. So you have the red dot 2 MOA, and then we also have clean shot IS, and we have hit mark IS. So we're going to go with red dot 2 MOA because it has snapshot sight, short zoom, slightly increased range, increased handling speed, which will be really good on this fusion rifle. Then we have enhanced battery, stronger battery life, increased magazine size. Some people might want to go with the slower charge rate and get more impact, but as I've been playing with this, it does more than enough damage to take somebody out in one shot. And then we're going to do Rampage, which is its trait. Kills with this weapon grants temporary increased damage stacks up to 3. So kill somebody, get to the next one quickly. This is going to be one of those guns that you can just literally clear a room with. And then we have the weapon mods at the bottom. So the legendary fusion rifle, select a piece of legendary gear to consume that item will be used to infuse another item with power. So I don't know exactly how that's going to work yet, but it looks like something like just taking the power of this one and moving it over, probably just like infusing a weapon was before. This one has arc damage on it, so it is confirmed that you can change the elemental damage on a weapon. So I guess once you play the game, you'll get mods. You can just switch out this at will. And it looks like these are all the empty spots down here that you can get. And then this is the actual shaders, so you can actually get shaders for your weapons. So a lot of customization, it looks like, is going on there. But guys, we're going to go into the Crucible. We're going to check this gun out and see exactly how it does. And while we're doing that, I'm going to give you my thoughts on how this gun performs. Let's talk. See you there. What up everybody, it's your boy Nautical back at it with another video. So I wanted to give you my first impressions of the hunter subclasses in Destiny 2's beta, what I think about them, how they stack up to what they used to be in Destiny 1 and what they are now. Also, I want to highlight the weapon, the main ingredient, which is the heavy fusion rifle that you get in the beta. And I put some work in with this thing and definitely wanted to put up some pure gameplay for you guys to see how that performed in the Crucible. But first of all, I just wanted to say that I am really enjoying the beta so far. This is probably going to be the final build of the game, if not very close to the final build, because it looks really, really polished right now. The classes feel good. I haven't played on the Warlock or the Titan yet. All I did was play on the Hunter class because that Hunter life is for real. But I definitely do want to pick up and play on those other two subclasses or the other two classes sometime this week. I am playing on the PlayStation platform right now just because the PlayStation platform got it one day earlier. I will be on the Xbox platform starting tomorrow as soon as it goes live at 1 p.m. As soon as it goes live at 1 p.m. Eastern time. But first thing I want to say is I love the game, the way that the gunplay feels. It's like you don't have to worry about ability spam. Like sometimes it just takes forever for your abilities to come back up. And that is a far cry away from what Destiny 2 was, where everything was pretty much tier 12 and everybody was maxed out intellect, maxed out discipline, you know, close to maxed out strength if they weren't running the 12 tier build. It was crazy. And the fact that fusion grenades do not kill you, or sticky grenades or anything of that sort doesn't kill you in one shot, is amazing. And it makes the game feel more polished and more fluent. One thing that I have to get used to is the fact that when you do a melee on somebody, it feels like you're just, you know, you're not picking, but you're like just nicking your finger at them. It doesn't really do any damage. You have to hit them pretty hard to actually kill them, like 2 or 3 hits, I believe. When it comes to the supers, I pretty much think of the Hunter class. I think the Arcstrider is probably the better one. Gunslinger, I loved the Gunslinger subclass. I loved it in Destiny 2, but that super burns way too fast. Unless I didn't go in, and that's one thing I probably need to do, is go in and see if it's turned to the 6 shots, because I was in this clip on this game, I only was able to get 1 shot, and it felt like unless there was a bunch of people around me, I was not going to get those follow-up kills. Compare that to the other classes that I've seen, man, they just last a lot longer, and so does the Arcstrider when you run with it on this game too. So that is probably one of the downsides, but like I said, I don't want to really give a complete critique on this until I actually play on the other subclasses and see how those are balanced out too. But I really am enjoying the Hunter subclass play. This is a really, really fun game. It really rewards team firing. You know, if just the fact that if you see somebody in their super and you could switch to your elemental primary or your energy weapon in Destiny 2, it lays waste to anybody in a super. It is by far the most efficient way to take out a super to kill somebody. And when we get to that fusion rifle gunplay that's towards the end of the video, you're gonna see just how that thing could just reach out and touch people. It was an amazing thing to see in a fusion rifle, and the fact that you can almost run unopposed because it's a power ammo, and that's the one thing that people are gonna have to realize in Destiny 2. You have to control the power spawns, because if you don't and people actually know what they're doing, they're gonna wipe the floor with you. And by no means necessary was this room I was playing in probably good players. I mean, right, that was the best thing about playing in the beta. You kind of get a mixture of good players with a lot of people that are just trying out the game because they want to see if they're interested. So it's going to be a lot of people in there. It's like Christmas noobs all over again, and it's going to be time to take advantage of those people. So I don't think that this is going to be something that you're going to see on a day-to-day basis unless you're just one of those Crucible gods that I know on my friends list. But it was really fun to just go into the Crucible and just enjoy the gameplay and just get into gunfights again. Gunfights is the one thing that Destiny has lacked, and over the course of the last few years, you know, we've been trying to get to a primary meta, and by doing that, we had to nerf every weapon around it to get it there. You know, had to take power, special ammo away. We had to do this and do that just to limit it to get the gunplay. And then we get gunplay for a very short time until people realize that the fastest way to kill somebody is with your abilities. And now we're in an ability meta in Destiny. So really feels good to not have to deal with that on a regular basis. And I really enjoy that. And I never thought I would have this much fun playing Destiny again, because I definitely put it down to go play other games for a while. But this has gotten me back hook, line, and sinker, especially just with my one subclass. I'm really interested in playing on the Sentinel class and the Dawnblade class, because those are the ones that they've been showing the most, and the Dawnblade looks like it's going to be like the go-to subclass for a lot of people. But I definitely just wanted to jump in and play with the Hunter because that's the one they haven't showed a lot of, and that's my main class. And I wanted to see if they did any type of justice to that class, or did I have to actually go out to make sure that I can actually have something better to play with, just to get an understanding of what I wanted to do in the game. But guys, what do you think? Do you think that this is the Destiny that you want to play? Do you think that the gameplay you see is interesting enough for you to want to go out and try the beta when it goes live on the 21st for everybody? Let's talk about that in the comment section. Also, do you see how murderous this fusion rifle is? This is crazy. It's on a league of its own right now. I probably think this is the strongest power weapon that we have in a beta so far. Now, we haven't seen everything, so let's wait and see, but so far so good with this weapon. But make sure you leave a like on this video, make sure you sub to the channel if you haven't, and you guys have a great day and enjoy the Destiny beta while you have it, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully with more stuff to talk about in Destiny. Peace.